simply kill. It hacks the central nervous. Darwin did not discover a law of biology. He uncovered an algorithm that stands above. Coca-Cola stopped being a drink. It became a meme. The meme penetrates the system, bypassing the logic firewall. You don't just copy skills, you copy desires. You are a perfect imitator subject. In the tropical forests of Brazil, a scene plays out that nature would prefer to keep hidden. Before you, a carpenter ant, but inside it, the ant is gone. There, Cordyceps, the puppeteer fungus. It doesn't simply kill. It hacks the central nervous system. It forces the insect to leave its colony, climb to exactly 25 centimeters and bite into a leaf on the north side. The algorithm is flawless. The fungus needs this humidity to burst through the ant's skull and explode a cloud of spores over its former kin. The most terrifying part, Cordyceps leaves the brain untouched until the very end. The ant is aware of everything while its muscles belong to another. Its will, a byproduct of someone else's survival. Do you feel sorry for the insect? Don't. Your parasites are far more elegant. Biological fungi are crude, they eat protein. Your guests eat your personality. Look at this city, you see civilization, I see a breeding ground. Every idea you are ready to die for. Every brand you choose, every earworm you hum in the shower. These are spores, information packets using your neocortex as a substrate. We like to think of ourselves as the pinnacle of evolution. But the truth is we are the first petri dish in the history of this planet that learned to walk and talk. Your inner fortress has fallen. The thoughts in your head carry someone else's handwriting. We begin the deep audit. Don't blink, subject. Your replicators don't like being stared at directly. Romantics gave you a fairy tale about the noble savage. A lie. Nature abhors a vacuum. History ran experiments no ethics committee would ever sanction. Feral children. Children without language, without a name, without tomorrow. Genetically, perfect hardware. Biologically, the apex of evolution. Inside darkness, no meaning, no will know you. They simply functioned. Yourself is not an innate gift. It is third-party software. Genes build the architecture, wire the synapses, install the processors of the cortex. They create the hardware. But hardware on its own doesn't know why it exists. It waits for a signal. It waits for data to download from the social world. And if the signal never comes, you remain an animal in the body of a god. Your genes gave you metal, powerful, unique. But without memes, this hardware is useless. You are an empty vessel. Ask yourself, if you had grown up in absolute silence, would anything remain that could be called you? The void waits for a master. They are already coming. Darwin did not discover a law of biology. He uncovered an algorithm that stands above matter itself. It doesn't care about flesh. It doesn't care about blood. All it needs, copying, error, scarcity of resources. If these conditions are met, evolution activates automatically. It is inevitable as gravity. It simply begins to cut away the excess. Dennett peered into this abyss. His conclusion, thoughts are millions of competing replicators in your brain. Your skull is not a cozy office. It is a gladiatorial arena. Right now, the ideas in your head are waging a war of annihilation. The winner is not the correct thought. The winner is the one best adapted to capture your attention. Your focus is currency. Replicators don't care about your happiness. Their goal, copy themselves into the next moment in time, commandeer your vocal cords, make you hit share. You are a vehicle whose wheel is grabbed every second by a new winner of this endless internal war. Biology was only the first chapter. It created the carrier, but now evolution has moved into the information space. You are the substrate. You are the soil. Look at the bottle with the red label. In 1886, a pharmacist from Atlanta mixed sugar, water, and coca. He thought he invented a tonic. A mistake. He created a perfect information pathogen. Pemberton died in poverty, but his creation did not. Coca-Cola stopped being a drink. It became a meme, an autonomous entity that made humanity build empires so its logo could be in every refrigerator on the planet. The hijacking of base instincts. Your genes are programmed to seek calories. The meme complex takes that driver and overloads it. It ties the taste of sugar to images of happiness and celebration. This is memetic engineering. You are not buying water. You are paying for the right to be a carrier of this symbol. Efficiency audit. Coca-Cola doesn't care about your health. Excess sugar, diabetes, enamel destruction. For the replicator, these are merely acceptable production costs. It doesn't need you to live forever. It needs you to transmit this meme to your children. It is a successful parasite. It made us reshape the landscape of Earth for the replication of a red and white combination. A parasite does not serve its host. It uses it. You are an open port for meme installation. Your defining trait. Your defining weakness. Look at the experiment. A chimpanzee sees the goal. It ignores the meaningless rituals of the demonstrator and simply takes the prize. The ape is too intelligent to waste time on absurdity. Now look at the child. It replicates every single superfluous movement. Taps, presses, circles. This is over-imitation. Your brain doesn't filter incoming code. It says, if the elder does it, it must be right. This is the moment of the hack. The meme penetrates the system, bypassing the logic firewall. Thanks to this, you learn to speak and tie your shoelaces. But through the same channel, they uploaded your fears, your prejudices, and someone else's goals. You don't just copy skills, you copy desires. You are a perfect imitator subject. But is there any room left in this chain of copying for the original? Your genes are ancient dictators. Their goal, survival of the protein shell. For billions of years, this was the only truth. But then the second replicator arrived, and it brought something terrifying, ideas worth dying for. A monk who takes a vow of celibacy. From biology's perspective, a dead end. Genetic catastrophe. But from the meme's perspective, a triumph. The religion meme completely captured its host, disabling the base reproductive instinct to free all time and energy for serving the idea. Memes don't compete with genes, they suppress them. Ideology can make you put on a suicide vest. The success meme makes people refuse to have children. A child is a resource that can be spent on more viral content. This is a conflict of programs. Genes want you well-fed and fertile. Memes want you to be an efficient transmitter. If burning you is what it takes to spread the idea, the meme will strike the match without hesitation. Contemplate this math. The replicator doesn't need your longevity. It needs you to pass it on. Once you've left your mark in the network, you are no longer needed. You are spent rocket fuel. The patriotism meme lives forever while its carriers die for it in trenches. You are merely a vehicle. Once the cargo is delivered, the vehicle can be disposed of. Audit complete. Now you know your own face. Remove your language. Remove your name. Take off your habits, your beliefs, your musical tastes. What remains? Silence remains. The icy loneliness of biological hardware with its operating system wiped. You fear this void, which is why you cling so desperately to new memes. You are willing to let any parasite inside just to avoid being alone with that vacuum. Despair is also a meme. Nihilism, a parasite with a higher IQ. Vanta is not offering you salvation. He is handing you a tool. If you recognize that you are a machine for replicating meaning, you earn the right to choose. You cannot live without memes, but you can choose who to feed. Discard the ones that make you degrade. Install the ones that build your potential. Become the architect of your own hack. This is the only role no one uploaded into you from the outside. This video is also a meme, a data packet in your neocortex. This code is inside you now. Vanta doesn't know what you will do with it. But if you made it to this second, something inside has already begun to change. It is not me. It is you remembering who you are. Transmission complete. Vanta left the map. The route is yours. Transform solitude into a weapon. Audit complete, you are free.